Want to become successful? Catch the trend early. People talk about the success of Jeff Bezos, Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and Jack Ma, but few pay attention to one single reason that made them successful. When you look at the success pattern of these successful tech entrepreneurs, they all have one thing in common. They were not only intelligent, but they caught the trend early before anyone else did. Catching the trend early is actually the success pattern of not only the above-mentioned tech gurus but also every single successful entrepreneur, regardless of the niche they work in. Many successful people who made millions of dollars in the tech boom in the 80s or dot-com boom in 90s or social media boom in the 20s are the ones who capitalized on opportunities and gained the first mover advantage. Getting the first mover advantage and cementing your place in the space is the key. Bill Gates worked on the computer operating system before anybody else. Steve Jobs introduced iPhone and iPods. Jack Ma cashed himself into the booming e-commerce industry in China. Elon Musk introduced PayPal and later invented Tesla and SpaceX. And how can we forget Mark Zuckerberg, a Harvard dropout who cashed on the social media wave, and the rest is history. Honestly speaking, if you ask me how can you become successful online, I have tons of advice. I started freelancing when nobody knew anything about it and immediately aced my way to $1 million. I can assure you, I am just an ordinary graphic designer and there are millions out there far better than me and extremely talented, but just because I caught the trend early and I was persistent, I was able to orchestrate my way to self-employment. The budding YouTubers in the late 90s, the likes of Cutie Pie, Ryan Toys, and many others are successful today, making a good career on YouTube because they were smart enough to catch the trend early before anybody else. Jack Ma has an interesting piece of advice about this. He says if you want to become successful, never try to be the best, try to be the first.